I'm excited for today because I think this is the best possible lead card you could have at the European Open. You've got the world's greatest player, the world's greatest champion, maybe the player who's on fire the most right now with Wysocki. And you've got arguably the greatest Finn in the history of disc golf, Niklas Anttila, in Finland at one of the most beautiful venues, at one of the most prestigious events, with perhaps the most spectators in disc golf history.
It's really exciting to see Paul and Ricky in the lead group in the final round. I think that's the two guys that we all think of when we try to imagine beating somebody for a major. It's those guys you have to get through. Obviously, Gannon is the front runner at the moment.
So you got Gannon and you got Niklas, who are very young players, superstars of our sport right now, going up against Paul McBeth and Ricky Wysocki, the legends of the game. Who's going to take it? I have no clue, but I'm so excited to watch that. I see it playing out like this. Some of the best disc golf you've ever seen, some of the best putting you've ever seen. I really hope they put on the performance of the year, because with the amount of people out there, the people on that card, it's going to be electric.
Hello and welcome to final round coverage from the 2024 European Open presented by Discmania. We've got the Beast, we've got some of the best players on the planet, and we've got more spectators than I think I have ever seen on a perfect weather day. You're watching JomezPro with Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
I think this is the most anticipated round of commentary that I can ever remember. I think this is the best possible card. I think you've got the hottest player on the planet right now with Gannon Buhr. Arguably, you could switch AB, winning 4 Elite Series this year, but Gannon Buhr has just been so consistent, poised, ready, goes into this round with a couple shot lead over this guy right here, who is one shy of tying Ken Climo for the most majors in MPO history, and you know he wants to get that first Elite Series major win this season so he can continue his 13-year streak. Ricky Wysocki, who has not won a major going back to the World Championships all the way back in Georgia 2017, coming off a big win in Krokol, winning at the Preserve earlier this year. He is playing some of his best disc golf ever. And you've got the great Finnish hope, Niklas Anttila. I think the best Finnish disc golfer ever. And he's going to bring such a rush of vigor from the crowd today, who's going to be rooting for him to come back and chase down Gannon. He's 7 shots back. It's going to take something miraculous, but today would be the day. Like you said, Nate, perfect weather.
Checking out hole 1, par 3, 322. Just throw it straight with a little fade to the left. Land it soft. You'll have yourself a birdie look. There are some guardians, and nerves are going to be high for these guys.
Your leader of the tournament at 24 under par. 2022 United States champion, sponsored by Discmania, Gannon.
One of the things I'm most impressed with Gannon Buhr is I've not quite seen him show signs of nerves yet in his young career. Not in the last couple seasons, at least. And I think that's really difficult for someone his age to have that.
And I think important to draw the distinction between signs of nerves and being nervous. I feel like Gannon is surprisingly candid and open about the fact that he does feel big nerves in these moments.
Good distinction.
Champion and 5-time European Open champion. Sponsored by DiscGolfPark from USA, Paul McBeth.
You know, this will mean the world to Paul. He has played some incredible disc golf this week. Pulled a little bit right. I don't think this is going to avoid these. Well,
ooh, caught somebody in the leg there.
Might have even been the spotter.
That could have gotten within putting range, I think, maybe sliding off that hill.
20 under par. Your two-time world champion, sponsored by Gannon Discs from USA, Ricky Wysocki.
Ricky with the door open, the two guys in front of him not in putting range on a relatively easy hole. If you remove the nerves. And that's what you want to see out of your hand.
Just got to beat these last trees. Easily done.
And that is how you do
it.
it.
Next on the tee, currently at 17 under par, your three-time Finnish national champion, sponsored by Discmania, Niklas Anttila!
Wow. Oh, no, that is cool. What a reception.
I wouldn't even care if he missed the Mando at this point.
Oh my god.
That was crazy. That's the loudest roar I've ever heard of for an announcement. And he just throws a dart.
Yeah. Great shot. There is people everywhere. This is so cool. You know, we were talking about this yesterday about the dream card. And Yuli, you made the argument the only person that you could potentially swap in would be AB for a revenge story. Just because it would be so cool to see AB here. But I don't know who I'm taking out. Just make it a fivesome.
Great crowd. Surprised to see Paul that far right. Kind of unfortunate that it did hit a person, but you got to figure they're packing them in this tight. You got to stay away from those crowds. People aren't going to be able to freely move like you might expect when there's a little group of 20 people. They can get out of the way. Like, you can't expect a crowd of 1,000 people to all know what's going on and get out of the way in short order. Nice birdie from Niklas.
I get concerned about the drive on 3, although they do a good job keeping them pretty far away from that line. But in years past, the roller play on 2 was usually making about 30 to 40 fins jump. And I hope that they get a little bit more space.
Taking a look at Chris, how he's starting the final round right here. Oh, gets the skip. Oh, yeah, that got close quick, didn't it?
He has played so well, and had he not bogeyed the final hole of the 3rd round, he would be in that 4th spot where Niklas is today. So they'll be battling neck and neck, trying to maybe potentially get up into podium. It's not unheard of that they could catch the leader, but it's going to take a monumental effort. And with the wind as down as it is today, you'd got to think it's got to be a new course record for somebody who's not in that top 3 to have any chance to come back into it. Reminder, that is 12 under.
Hole 2, par 3, 381, OB left and right. Big forehand, backhand roller, backhand turnover. But I expect this group largely going to show us the forehand line.
Gets it out wide. All this is going to need is a skip.
Okay.
Not bad. It didn't really skip right.
Not what Ricky wanted.
Yeah.
This is in Ricky's hyzer all the way wheelhouse to just put one on the basket. And here is that roller play.
Just like you said, get out of the way quick.
And wraps back in bounds.
And that's well done by the spectators. Catastrophic if you hit somebody over there. You're going to be moving way back. Guaranteed bogey. if that thing isn't allowed to finish and curl back in bounds.
Here's one of the things that this kid just has absolutely dialed. He's got so much power. I mean, look at that.
Yeah. Little smooth swing. 20-footer.
And this man has that on lockdown too. His forehand's been real impressive this week. It just comes out so fast.
A lot of forehands out here too. A lot of big forehands.
Yeah. So good.
17, this one.
One more look at the shot of Paul McBeth. Gentle skip. Finds the wood chips.
It seems like every year somebody in the field gets a skip ace on 2. I believe last year it was Hjalmar Fredriksson.
Yeah, I was
Did you?
I was in the group.
You were in his group. Oh, just a bit low. Looked right on line for Rick.
Rick wants a chance. He's going to have to make all those.
I agree.
I really think that. So is this man.
Yeah, he might need even more. If Rick needs all of them, Niklas needs maybe toss an ace as well.
That was a tough putt. There was a right to left cross one. Looked like it might have tried to lift it. Finish that putt, man.
Just 6 back, Gannon Buhr. I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
That's a lot of strokes.
Well, now it's 7 back, and there's 2 less holes.
Yes.
So it's
a long road.
A very long road, and it's got to be course record. I mean, Niklas Anttila can win this tournament, I think, if he doesn't miss another hole.
Do you think that having the home crowd gives you 2 strokes? Because coming down the stretch, if you're close and the other player has you by 1 or 2, I mean, I'm just saying that's got to count for something.
Yeah. What can 5,000 people hoping do?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah,
exactly what it can do. Hole 3, par 5, 863. Decision time on the tee here. Do you want to go for that second zone? It's probably at least 400 to get safe in bounds there, or are you playing a little more conservative with the layup, securing a score at least par or better? I think most of these guys are probably going to be on the aggressive side. This is not, I don't think, an aggressive play. He's looking to just put this in bounds.
Look at that. I'm a bit surprised. He's so good at his long range. That's really pushing it to the limit there.
He really did.
I think he can go home from there.
He probably can.
Maybe, yeah.
Seeing what Chris did yesterday.
Yeah, you could certainly, if he throws a power backhand from there, he's looking at easy birdie.
Is this high enough?
If it's got the stability, it's going to be pushing that corner again.
Oh
my gosh. That is exactly the same place he went out of bounds yesterday, but it was in the air traveling. This time trying to control it in, just doesn't quite stick the corner.
There's some turn. Is it too much? I don't think so.
No, it's going to be in the tree line perhaps. Yeah, just maybe an awkward throw with that tree in front of him, but
that's a big drive.
You'll take it every time. No question.
What do you think? 520?
Yeah, I do.
It's so hard to say with Ricky because he just throws it so far. It makes it look so easy.
It was over inbounds for a long time.
Yeah.
Look at this move, though.
Oh, wow.
That's so big, too.
I think if I had to watch one person play forever, it would be Niklas. I love the way his disc slowly drifts left to right. It's my favorite flight. He's so good at it.
I was sure you were going to say me.
Yeah,
You're easily in the top.
I'm sad you didn't say need
I'll say
either.
that you're easily in the top something. Like, you're up there in the top
Thank you.
Top five.
100.
Yeah, that'll be easy. A little more than a jump putt.
Yeah, birdie coming for Gannon, most assuredly. McBeth. Oh,
Too
that's
much hyzer.
yeah, too high as well. Okay.
That's okay for the par, though. You don't want pars right now.
No.
Missed one, got two. Now you're gonna miss three. This needs to find the circle somehow.
Yeah, looking to get that highlight eagle. Looks a little heavy on hyzer.
Oh, caught the tree. That's a putt from there. Honestly.
Scary one to
like
run.
a 80-footer or...
Yeah, I think right around there.
Yeah.
Looks makeable
It's...
when you're that guy.
Yeah. Just see the basket from here. That must be nice.
No, Ricky going the inside line. Oh, and he's got it. He is up there in the circle putting for eagle.
Okay. That'll make up for a little bit of that missed putt on hole 2.
Yeah.
Gannon got so far.
Yeah,
And
that's
that layup
yeah.
spot,
such
you
an
know?
easy birdie. Yeah, I mean, layup every time. And McBeth unable to justify running the birdie bid, and will take a par.
See, it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's-
angle's not as bad as some.
I mean, he's taking his time, but
Oh.
that's just a layup.
yeah. If you take it from right to left and you don't catch the basket, it's gonna go left. You'll be in bounds. You just can't miss it on the right side there.
Ricky from
Important putt here.
30. And gets the eagle. 3 for 3 with a par now for Rick Wysocki. And when he gets fired up, and I love it.
More than anybody ever.
Yeah,
Right? I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen anyone who's as
No one-
visibly, like, charged up by a big shot.
the intensity that he shows. I mean, and the thing is, the way he does it is, it's honest, it's genuine, but it's also a bit of gamesmanship. I mean, it's visible and it's loud enough for the person that he's pressing to know, I'm serious. Like, I'm here to play today.
Chris Dickerson here on hole 5. Smooth backhand, needs to grab, and it does.
That will keep him in the mix, push him to 18 under. And he's got to get them all from here on out. But it's a day where getting them all is totally feasible. You can get them all today. No wind, no nothing. You're going to see a lot of... This is a type of day where you see a lot of backdoor thirds, backdoor fourth place finishes, backdoor 10th place finish, because you're playing free, there's no wind, and you're just out there
Time to
shooting
attack.
10, 12.
Time to attack.
To where the people in the mix are kind of up there playing conservative, trying to protect their score.
Little bit of chess.
Protect their position, exactly. Hole 14 is a bit of that, or 4, yeah, pardon me, is a bit of that little chess game. All kinds of things you can do off the tee, from backhand turnovers. I've seen rollers, sidearm flex shots, but just landed in the middle, and then into the green is going to be the best option, I think, a sidearm flex shot. All righties, so no problem there with the angle. Ricky pulls this
That's
way
not
off.
good.
Yeah, that is not it.
I don't expect he'll be making birdie from over there, but he's surprised me many times before.
There's
That's
a
going to take a special shot.
Yeah, there's a way to get there. It's just 1,000 little trees in your way. Like, you're talking 1-foot gaps.
Yeah, and if you hit a big kick on any of them, you can really be in trouble. This is a huge drive. Just needs to stop doing that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
yeah, I think
see where he got up and down in round 3. That's not going to be a problem for him.
Oh, yeah. Basically one tree in the way, maybe. That's perfect. It doesn't it's not a
no.
Come on.
Don't do that. Okay. All right.
It's not incredible distance, but it's right down the middle of the gap. And you don't need a lot of distance on this hole. So everything right in Niklas's world right now.
A bit surprised he doesn't lay down roller, considering how flippy of that blue disc is. He lays it down tight lines so accurately. I'm just a bit surprised, but it was a great shot.
And I also think concerning the roller, they've mowed this more than ever before, and the roller into the road is a real possibility. So that might scare him off of that play just a little bit.
Noted.
I did see a roller make it to the road, and I don't remember really seeing that very many times in the past.
Ricky out of position, just trying to get back down the fairway, and that's just fine.
Rollers can potentially end up C2 here.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen one get the full business, but I know it's possible.
I've definitely seen them C2 for like the original pin
location.
Yeah.
They've brought this back how many times? Once or twice?
I think they've only moved it once, but probably 40 feet farther.
Yes.
50 feet farther, maybe. Makes the approach a little bit more demanding, that's for sure.
There's a decent approach there from Niklas.
Oh, go in. Ooh.
And sit. It does. A lot of hyzer skips up that hill, end up going right back down the hill, and there's not much to stop it. Gannon has to be careful with his angle here. He is lining up the hyzer. And throws it so soft. That's just perfect. What a shot.
Yeah, great control.
Important approach for Rick now to try to save the par. Well done. Can't have that. Just cannot have that.
He's missed a few shorties this week.
Yep. Typically a very sound putter. And I don't know how he developed his putting style, because I've never really seen anyone do that pendulum in the way that he does it. But I love that he's just really worked on it so much. It's his thing. And he's, the creativity to come up with a form that doesn't emulate anyone else's, and it's so effective. It's fun to see that. Reminds me of Matteo in a way, that no one else putts like him, no one else throws like him, but he has done it so long that that's his thing. We got a tie for second place, but 4 back of Gannon. Got to do something.
Seen a couple people on that leaderboard getting to 10, so I like to look at that. I like to see like what is possible right now. What are people coming in with? 10, pretty good mark. This is hole 5. It's a par 3, 335. Built up a nice little green area, so whatever shot you throw, if you land it in there soft, it's gonna hold. One of the funner shots on the course, though, I think. Down the hill, kind of perched up in the sun right there.
That's a great hole.
Are you bothered at all, Jerm, by the height of the bush immediately off the tee?
No, I'm not, but I'm aware of it, but I'm not bothered by it. I think I've been bothered by it in the past. I think they maybe trimmed it just enough that it didn't bother me this year. Or maybe I got taller.
Could be. I think it's something forehand throwers potentially have in their head a little bit.
Well, that's an interesting thing that you mentioned, because it actually is really important to throw a low ceiling shot here, and Ricky just throws this wildly right.
Is this gonna
Does it stay up the hill? That might be a tricky approach. Yeah, and slipped on the tee pad. I think you heard Ricky say that there. But yeah, when you see that left side, that little tree that creates that low ceiling corridor, you can't throw it high. This is the height that you're looking for.
Wow. Where's the anti-skip? Usually you see that thing.
That
But it
is
sits perfectly.
just fine.
I feel like this is the hole when you have a woodsy course. Every woodsy course in the world has this exact hole. Just a little bit downhill on a right to left slope. Usually roots all around it.
Usually Nate and I are just eating those holes. Just
Or rolling down.
Until it rolls away, yeah. But the other times, happy to see that. Yeah, just a layup. From up there.
Big moment right here for Gannon. If he can knock this down, Reed takes control.
Oh, yeah. You know he's going to step up and take advantage of opportunities provided, and that is going to get him a stroke over Ricky.
It's 4 in a row.
And over Paul, I believe, right? Paul already laid up?
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at scores. I missed that one. And Niklas taking care of business this time. Too close. And that gets him to 20 under par.
Okay, now the course
Yeah.
gets a little hard.
Yep.
Now there's a little 2-stroke swing possibilities. There really is on 3, of course. Hole 1, not so much. Hole 2, not so much. And hole 4, not so much. But
Yeah.
now we're getting into...
You've
established your position on the card. You know where you sit. You got, 4 holes to show your cards. Hey, this is what I'm bringing today.
early trees are possible on 6. I mean, you can get a tree kick to the right side and have very little to no approach possibility. It's not common, but it's possible. It is pretty straightforward, though. We saw Gannon Bird just throw a shot that took about half a second to get to the pin yesterday on our chase card check-in. See if he's able to hit that line once again with his tie-dyed PD. Well, it skipped. Oh, my goodness, did it skip.
That's good.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really good.
It went through a root. It ripped a root out of the ground. I mean, that's what 70 miles an hour buys you. You come in there and just fly 30 feet high up into circle 1.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I think without the root, he's parked, too. That was it.
I think he might be parked now, or nearly.
And this is a little more of the conventional how you throw it straight at the basket route. Not at all surprised there to see Niklas just stripe the line. That was gorgeous. Out of the hand, it looked like it was going to do that right to left, back to the right shot shape. It just didn't quite have enough spin on it.
It got a good little kick, though. I think he's going to have a makeable putt for sure.
And Rick going forehand, pushing this left side, hyzering into the gap. Love that.
See if Paul can find a little magic in here. Let the card know he's here.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Seemed like a little McBeth.
Yeah,
didn't it? Slow start,
Sometimes
bad drive.
Back against the wall.
Yep.
normally it's this type of situation where he's in the woods, he's like 55 feet away. It doesn't seem like he's got a chance to make it for like a normal person. It's like, oh yeah, that's a Paul McBeth putt.
Maybe just inside the circle here.
Doesn't seem to really care about getting big putted.
Yeah. He's into punishing baskets from that range.
And if
Just
you're
coming
trying-
in with heat.
Trying
This
to
guy
catch
too.
this guy, it's like
Oh, you can't.
there's just
Not
a
if he
ton of
plays like
green
this.
next to Gannon's name
Yeah,
right now.
not
It's
if
like,
he plays like this.
good luck.
I would be surprised if Gannon isn't sort of sitting there last night thinking to himself, okay, course record is around 12. I got this 3-shot lead. These guys are coming in like 21. So then you kind of circle 33 and you go, okay, well, if I can kind of quest towards that number, play my game, there's not a lot of mathematics that goes into it.
Yeah.
You're forcing them to shoot a course record.
Yeah.
That's not an easy thing to do, but he's on pace to make him do that because all he needs is about a 9 under.
Yeah, it's
to put them in that position.
The course does get a little, well, considerably tougher on the back 9 in my opinion, especially with the last 4 holes.
Of course.
But I mean, the pace he's on right now is just it's pretty impressive. And he started off 6 through 6 yesterday. So I mean, these early holes he is just eating them up, going way under par.
I feel like the field's kind of going way under on those. Those are the ones that like get your round going. You know, it's not unusual to see somebody go 4 through 7, 5 through 7, but you get to 7 and a lot of things can happen. There's a lot of trees up there. This is looking okay. I would consider that good.
Yeah,
good
yeah.
distance.
Yep. You got options up there, that's for sure.
It's not great. You're going to have to throw something into the green that's going to have a little heat, so it could go down the hill a little bit.
Is 7 the hardest hole we've encountered thus far, stats man?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the
harder than
closest
3
to par. Everything so far is, mind you, we had a cut.
Sure.
So we're having the players who are playing the best in the field, and that's it. But everything's about 0.3 under par.
Okay.
And 6 is actually the easiest hole so far.
Okay, interesting. 6.
Mm-hmm.
That surprises me.
Could get away with this.
A little slip or something. That looked awkward.
Okay, he's way back there.
More birdies on hole 3, but more bogeys and doubles. As well as 3 eagles, not just Ricky Wysocki.
So listen to this theory. Gannon Buhr, right? When I think of him, I think of maybe the most complete player I've ever seen.
Sure.
Ever, of all time, right? He's got that flex game down, big sidearm, with the flex game in the big sidearm. He's got the putter approach, and he's the best putter that maybe we've ever seen.
Yeah, maybe.
You know why he's that way? It's because of courses like this and these 2 guys on the card.
Yes.
He took the best qualities of these guys, and he learned how to do that. And because of courses like this, listen, back, I don't know, 10 years ago, this was the hardest thing we had ever faced.
Yeah.
It's called the Beast.
Yep.
Now they're birdieing 5 through 7 like it's nothing,
right?
But back in the day, this is the hardest we had. And what do you have to do to score here?
Here in Winthrop.
You have to, you have to throw a bunch of big sidearms. It's a major. Bunch of big sidearms and some flex plays and have a little bit of touch.
It just comes together for this perfect culmination of new school versus old school. It's just
Look
perfect.
At
that.
See what I mean? How can you have power that good with touch that good?
What makes me excited is thinking about the kind of players that Gannon Buhr is going to inspire for the next generation after him. What are they going to be doing? And how long will I have been retired by that point?
Another great thing about sports is it doesn't matter how good you are. When you have the will to win like Ricky Wysocki, all the talent in the world ain't going to help you. You know what I mean? You got to be special
That guy
upstairs,
plays
too.
as good as he needs to play.
Exactly.
That's exactly the amount that he plays.
I mean, you guys make it sound like all sunshine and roses for Gannon Buhr. Big power, great touch. But what you're not recognizing is he's going to wake up one day 40 years old with boxes of trophies that he has no idea what to do with.
I feel bad for him for that.
Ooh,
Yeah, that is one reason to feel bad for him.
Yeah, he's going to need a storage unit, and that's going to be a drain on his finances for many, many years.
I think he's going to be fine financially.
Another little miss there for Niklas. Ricky with a great approach. Hard to get really close in this hole because of this fear of the backdrop. You find a lot of like 25, 30 footers, so these approaches are just pretty fantastic from him and Gannon.
And now Gannon, just like yesterday, is 6 down through 7. This was his first par at the Beast, and now he has righted his wrong from yesterday on this hole, and he is just firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to chase him, you're thinking, okay, get out of the gates hot, put some pressure on Gannon, maybe I close it down. Didn't work. He
Opened up to
It's one
5-shot
on
lead.
Strokes on you now. So, you know, back to the drawing board. What do you do now?
Well-
You have to play perfect.
He's got 5 shots, and there's 11 holes remaining. That's it. And I mean, the guy's not showing any signs of slowing down. You got to find something deep within and just hope that he gives something back.
Yeah. I mean, we circled 9 under, right? As like you shoot 9 under, you win.
Yes.
He's at 6.
And he's standing on the tee of the easiest hole.
Of the easiest hole.
Just 236 feet uphill here. This is a little right, or is it overstable?
Oh,
Okay.
a mistake.
Oh.
See ya.
And that thing is rolling way back.
Wow.
Does he run that?
I mean, we'll see if he even has an angle.
No, I don't think that.
He
might
threw
be
it
back by
too
the
far
tee.
right. He got a bad break hitting the tree and rolling. I think he deserved to hit a tree,
Yeah.
but the roll was a little unnecessary. This is how you'd like to see it play
Yep.
out. But I'm a little bit shocked. I was sort of counting this one already for Gannon Buhr.
How could you not?
And I mean, like Uli said, is he going to run it? We can't really count him out just yet. But I would think he's got at least 60 feet to the basket.
And you have to lay it up.
You would think.
You got to lay it up, yeah.
You have a big lead. Like, what are you trying to do?
Oh, that's a little high. Can get to the backside of that.
Yeah.
That's a tough place to live.
It'll be a tricky putt, but he'll have a putt.
Oh, yeah, this is a layup for sure.
Is that the face he makes when he lays up?
It doesn't look like layup face.
Yeah, that's not a layup
That's
face.
not layup face, is it? This guy's a maniac.
Yeah, I mean, greedy is really what it comes down to. He's a greedy disc golfer. And that's the way you want to be. You want to be greedy. You want to get them all. And the best you'll ever play is when you feel like you deserve to get them all because you've prepared for this moment and you're not thinking, am I good enough? Do I belong here? You know that you belong here.
It's never helped me.
I've tapped into it 3 times in 18 years, and it was a good feeling. I loved every moment of it. I got 5th place at one tournament, and it felt like I was on top of the world.
Ricky Wysocki. He ain't going to go away. That's the thing. This card, when you have talent like that, they're not going away. McBeth's still right there, too. I keep talking about Rick, but he's quietly 4 under par.
Yeah, it felt like it was a slow start, but it's not.
Yeah.
That's the sign of greatness that we have come to expect with players like Calvin Heimberg.
Yeah.
It just feels like another bad round for Calvin.
Yeah.
10 under. How did he do it? Gannon Buhr's got it. Ricky Wysocki, Paul McBeth. Even Niklas can sometimes lull me to sleep. I mean, he's rocking his disc to sleep when he throws them, and then it's not that exciting. It's beautiful flight, but it doesn't look like anything. And next thing you know, he's shooting a 1060 rated round.
Yeah, I mean, if Paul gets this one, he's 5 through 9.
Great start.
Damn good.
Great start. Yeah. Okay, and Ricky's starting to get some things going here. That's going to be 4 in a row for him if he can make that short putt, which I have a lot of trust that he will make that putt. Yeah, Niklas doesn't feel like a great round so far. He has missed 2 putts from circle's edge, if not closer. He's making this right here away from shooting 6 under in the front nine.
Great.
It's unbelievable, really. It's just an absolute superstar dominated card.
It's funny how we can judge somebody off of short misses. You know, like it feels like they're playing bad because they missed a couple short ones.
You
it's like,
feel it.
okay, Ricky's not missing short ones. He misses that one. Nicholas misses 2, and I automatically think, okay, this guy ain't got it.
He's
You're
on
right,
a bad
he's
day.
6 under.
He's
about
not,
to shoot
yeah.
6 under in the front.
Gannon, chance to respond quickly. Show
This
that
is
little
pretty
moment
wide.
of weakness.
Oh, misses those trees. That is nice. But very close from being 45 to 50 feet away. Paul comes up a bit short, and this is a lengthy putt.
Can he get to 5 under? Has to have it.
And you know, the
Doesn't
weird thing
make
about
it.
what you said, a 5 under, good start. I think 4 under, not good start. There's like that line right there.
Well, it's definitely not good when these guys
Not on this card, not in
are
this situation.
absolutely like pummeling you on the
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all relative.
When it's
Yeah.
when it's calm, you're on lead card. You're
Yeah.
vying for a major title. 4 under is officially a bad start.
Oh, it is. Like to the field, good.
Yeah, it's okay.
To this card, these guys are trying to win the tournament. It's awful
Yes.
because of the pace. Now, if everybody was at 4, it'd be fine. But they're not. This guy's just got to 7.
Niklas is going to shoot 6 down the front 9 and lose a stroke to the leader.
Why?
Gannon Buhr, 31 already. Incredible start for him.
Let's check in here with Isaac Robinson up here on hole 11.
A lot of height. Needs to pull this thing left over the water. And he does that perfectly. Bullseye.
Gotta say, it is so nice seeing that tree removed and allowing hyzers to get through that gap. It still requires accuracy. It's not a guarantee that you're not going to go in the pond or hit one of those limbs and follow B, but you're more likely to get rewarded for a good shot, so that's a good thing to see.
Gannon Buhr up 4 shots on Ricky Wysocki through 9 holes. Paul McBeth there lurking 2 shots further back. Isaac, Chris, and Niklas tied at 23. Just 9 holes left, probably the harder 9 as we've talked about. A little more length, a little more wind, a little more out of bounds. Gannon's looking like he means business today, going to try to win this thing, but was anybody else going to push him and force him to really perform to get it done?
We got 9 more holes to go to determine our 2024 European Open champion, and I eagled hole 3. See you in a bit.